Hi everyone, I'm back. God, I don't know how to put this so it... I wish I could put it like that. That would be the best to show you off all my beautiful pictures from my boyfriend. So, I've been away for 5 years. I haven't wanted to make a video because of all the weight I've gained. I've gained about 40 pounds in the past 5 years, as you can tell. But I got a new phone that has a nice camera, and I decided that I'm going to make some videos. So, I hate wokeness. Whenever anybody says they're woke, I'm like, ugh, okay. Like tackling Kamala. I was terrified for her to be the president because she was all about wokeness. There's a video of her being like, we need to be more woke. And I was like, Jesus Christ. So, I was really worried about her becoming the president, and sorry, I'm getting over a cold. But thank God Trump is president. He's not perfect, but I think he's the best we've got. The reason for people that are wondering, the reason I like Trump for many reasons. He's not woke. He's not a politician. He feels the same about transgenderism as I do. I don't care who you have sex with. I don't care who you fuck. I really don't. I just don't want it to be shoved down my throat. I don't care what gender pronouns you go by. I feel, some of my friends say that if you use people's preferred gender pronouns, you're being polite. If I meet somebody who goes by different gender pronouns as what I suspect than what I see, I'm not going to make a big deal out of it and say mean things to them because they're stuck in their ways. They're not going to change. But I try to be polite. But I don't see it as being polite. I see it as I'm feeding into their... I know this might sound harsh, but I'm feeding into their delusion. Because I believe that there are only two genders. I believe there are lots of different sexualities, but I think there are only two genders. And I don't believe men can get pregnant. It's not possible for men to get pregnant. I myself have had my own problems and questions about my sexuality, about my gender. When I was 10 years old, I went onto the balcony of my mom's house and I was dressed as the Phantom of the Opera. I used to pretend that I was him and lip sync to Michael Crawford as a 10-year-old girl. And I would get dressed up like him. I'd get a mask, a fedora, a cape, a tuxedo, black pants, and everything. And I went onto the balcony. I said, Mom, I think I'm a boy. And she said, okay, honey, that's nice. And then I went back in and kept playing. If I had been growing up in this day and age and my mom had been a woke liberal, she would have said, oh, God, we have to get you on hormones. We have to, we'll refer to you as they, them, or he, him now. You can change your name. We'll get your vagina cut out, and we'll get you a penis, and your boobs will get cut off, and you'll be a man. And thank God my mom wasn't like that. And if she had done that, if my parents had turned me into a boy and given me a dick, I wouldn't be happy today. I'm happy to be an androgynous girl. I'm a girl. I'm just androgynous. I'm trying to grow my hair out. It's driving me crazy. See how long it's getting in the back. I need to shower. I need to wash my hair. But, I like being an androgynous girl. I like dressing in traditional boy clothes and wearing blazers and wearing fedoras, but I wouldn't want to, like, not have tits and have a hairy chest and have a dick. I wouldn't want that. I'm a girl. That's how God made me. I'm a girl, and that's, whether I like it or not, that's what I am. And it seems like people on the far left think that if you think that you're a different gender than you are, it's all about what you think you are. It's all about how you feel. And I don't think that's right. I think that if you feel that you're a boy and you're actually a girl, that's just a feeling. And feelings pass. This feeling of me being a boy has always stood with me. It's always stuck with me. But I'm... Sorry. It never went away. But I'm really glad that my parents didn't do gender reassignment surgery on me, because then I'd be a boy, and I wouldn't want to be a boy. I like being an androgynous girl, like Tilda Swinton, or other like David Bowie or Elton John. I like being androgynous. I really do. I love playing men on stage. I used to be an actor, and I love playing men. I don't know, men are just so much more sexy and powerful than women can ever be. I don't think I could ever be as sexy and powerful. I'm not saying that because women aren't powerful, but because I'm so attracted to men. My twin sister and I put it that we love men so much that we want to be them. I don't know if that makes any sense to you. We are so obsessed with men. And my boyfriend is very girly. He's a softie. He's got long hair. His hair is like 2 feet long. So whenever we see each other, when we get together, it'll be very interesting because my hair is short and his hair is long. And I really like that. He's very creative. He's not necessarily sensitive, but he's very creative. And I'm making these videos to find other creative Christian conservatives. And I've met several people that are creative Christian conservatives. That's what this channel is for, to bring together like-minded creative Christian conservatives. Because I know they are out there. I have a friend in Atlanta who's a creative Christian conservative. I have a Scottish friend who's a creative Christian conservative. I have another friend in Louisville who's a triple C. But, all of my friends know about my politics. They all know that I'm a Christian conservative and that I like Trump. And some of my friends, and this is another video that I'll make, I've lost a lot of friends because of my political beliefs. Some people have just completely cut me out of their lives because of what I feel, my opinions about politics, which I think is totally wrong. I will make another video about that. So, why I like Trump. He's for closed borders. He's for legal immigration, not illegal immigration. I know there's lots of nuance in that, and sometimes people who are innocent get thrown into the mix of illegal immigrants, and it's really bad. And I know these people are fleeing persecution and intolerance and war and disease and famine, and that's just terrible. But they still need to do it legally. You can't, your first act as an American, as coming to America, shouldn't be an illegal act. I've always wanted to move to London. I can't. It's impossible as an American unless you get a job out there. But I would never, live there illegally. But I have such a good life here that there's no reason to move. But I understand that it's nuanced. But I don't think that anybody should just be able to live anywhere. I think there should be closed borders. What else? I think the solution to the transgender bathroom problem is that all bathrooms should be gender neutral. It should just have one toilet and one sink, and that one person goes in there at a time, and that it's just gender neutral. So anybody, that it has both a urinal and a toilet, and that anybody can go in there, and it's just a gender neutral bathroom. I think that's what they should do. Because biological men going into women's restrooms, a biological man with a dick going into a female restroom is not appropriate. It's just not appropriate. It's dangerous. I also don't think that biological men should be competing in women's sports. An old friend of mine said that this is not as prevalent as I might think it is, but there are several prominent female athletes who have come out against transgender athletes who are now, they used to be men and now they're women. And, who knows what kind of craziness is going to happen in the next 50 years. We have no idea. Excuse me. And I'm not looking forward to how crazy things are going to get in the future. There are people identifying as dogs, dragons, lizards, people who fall in love with the Eiffel Tower, people who fall in love with chairs. That's crazy. It's crazy. But about gay marriage. One of my best friends is gay, and I have always supported the gay community. I just think it's a little bit too crazy. I understand why gay people feel like they need the pride, because they want to be themselves after, I'm sure, decades of not being accepted for who they are. But I don't think that gay people should be naked on the street with children. Whipping each other and, doing inappropriate stuff on the street. I don't think that's appropriate. It's just too loud and crazy. The gay pride is just too loud and crazy. And all people just say, well, if you don't like it, then just don't go. And I'm like, okay, I won't. But I understand why gay people find gay pride necessary. It's a celebration of self. And I understand that. But I know that I think I only have one friend that's gay, but sex is supposed to be between a man and a woman. It's natural that way. Any other way is not natural. That's how you have children. That's how you create babies. You can't create babies by any other form of sex, other than when a penis goes into a vagina. Sorry. But like I said, when I was 10 years old, I thought I was a little boy. And 5-year-olds can be like, a boy can say, I think I like boys. So, I think there are transgender people in the world, and I think there always has been. But I think less people in the world are actually transgender than are coming out as transgender. I think there are some people who are non-binary, but there are less people that are actually non-binary than are coming out as non-binary. It's a popular thing. It's popular. It's popular to be transgender. It's popular to be gay. It's popular to be black. It's popular to be non-binary. It's not popular to be a white, heterosexual man, Christian man. It's not popular to be that. It's popular to be alternate. And someone like Eddie Izzard, who is now Susie Eddie Izzard, I never thought he would go along with the mob. He was always very much an individual, and he just like suddenly got on the bandwagon of transgenderism and now claims to be a girl trapped in a boy's body. When before he was always like, I'm a man who likes to dress. I'm a transvestite. And that's perfectly fine, but I feel like Eddie is just going along with the crowd. And I never thought he would do anything like that. So, although I do think transgenderism exists, it's less prevalent than people are making it. I think there are people in the world who are genuinely transgender and really do have body dysmorphia or gender dysmorphia. But other people are just going along on the bandwagon because it's popular. I have a really hard time people calling people them, they, them. Like I said, I don't try to be a prick about it. I'm not gonna like make a scene about gender pronouns in front of people that I have just met or someone that is a friend or a relative of somebody that I know and respect and love. I'm not going to be a jerk about it. I'm not going to like say, oh, you're delusional and you're just going along on the bandwagon and you're not actually transgender. You're not actually I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to be nice and respectful. But it just feels like a delusion to me. And there I go, talking about feeling. It feels like a delusion. But some people, when I say I don't think men can get pregnant, they'll go, I wish you weren't so close-minded. And I'll go, I'm not being close-minded, it's just a fact. Men can't get pregnant. It's a fact of life. How are they going to get pregnant? They don't have a womb. They don't have a vagina for the baby to come out. It's not possible for men to get pregnant. Anyway, those are my opinions. I didn't really get into like why I like Trump, but this is just kind of a general video of my views. I'm trying to be myself. I'm trying to be kind as well. I don't want to be a jerk. And I love you all, and I hope that you can be understanding of this.